What if I told you 3 kids, 1 map, and a mystery fountain led to the adventure of a lifetime? They weren't just following streets, and they were chasing laughter, surprises, and golden waffles hidden behind junkyard secrets. Each wrong turn taught them something right, and just when they thought the journey was over, they discovered why maps matter. Not just for where you're going, but for who you become on the way. This isn't just a story about directions, it's about friendship, curiosity, and finding magic in the most unexpected places. So hit play and come get lost, or on purpose, you with us. A boy named Max Wiggles lived in a little town called Wiggletown, where cats wore sunglasses and the mailboxes could sing. Max was famous for 3 things: his wild hair that looked like a tornado, his enormous backpack was stuffed with important items like crayons and leftover pancakes, and his mighty, unstoppable laugh that once scared all the pigeons into taking a day off. One morning, Max decided, I'm going to explore the world today. I'll discover secret caves, candy shops, and maybe even a talking llama. He threw on his sneakers, 1 green, 1 orange, and grabbed his explorer backpack. But before he could zoom out the door, his mom stopped him. Max, you'll need a map to find your way, she said, handing him a colorful sheet of paper. A map? Max blinked. Isn't that just a treasure hunt for grown-ups? No, she laughed. Maps are pictures that show what places look like and help us learn about the world. Max looked closely at the map. It had roads, parks, schools, pizza shops, and even a weird little drawing of a goat wearing a cape. He gasped, maps are like cheat codes for real life. Just then, his best friends came bursting in. Luna Lovebounce, who wore shoes that lit up like a disco every time she jumped. Jay Zoomerton could ride a unicycle while holding a slice of pepperoni pizza in each hand. I'm on a mission, Max declared, waving the map around. But I need help reading this spaghetti mess. They huddled around the map like pirates around a soggy treasure map. Luna pointed. Why is a tiny ice cream cone drawn near the big road? Max scratched his head. Is it a secret ice cream volcano? Jay laughed. No, dude. Maps use symbols to show important stuff, like parks, schools, stores, even ice cream shops. They don't draw real pictures. They draw tiny symbols. And what's this little box in the corner? Luna asked. Max squinted. It's a secret message from squirrels. Jay sighed dramatically. That's called a key or a legend. It explains what all the symbols mean. Like, a tree symbol means park, and a building with a flag means school. Max poked at the map again. And this funny little line here? That's the scale, Jay explained. It tells us how far stuff is. Like, if the map says 1 inch equals 1 mile, then 2 inches are 2 miles. Max threw his arms up. We're explorers already. Grandpa Wiggles wandered into the room, carrying a wrinkly, ancient map. This, Grandpa said, winking, is a real treasure map. Find the golden waffle hidden in Wiggletown, and you win free breakfast forever. The kids gasped so loudly that the curtains fluttered. The treasure map showed 3 important places: the giggle tree, the upside-down fountain, and the haunted ice cream truck. Time to map it out, Max yelled. We are now following directions like professionals. Max unfolded his town map and matched the treasure spots using the symbols and the key. He put his finger on their house symbol. Okay, to get to the giggle tree, we need to go forward 2 streets, then turn right at Jellybean Avenue. He broke it down step by step. First, walk straight forward, meaning walk straight, not turning left or right, from his house. Next, continue past the bakery, which smelled like cinnamon dreams. After 2 blocks, when you reach Jellybean Avenue, turn right, which means turn your body 90 degrees to the right side. Max held the map carefully, making sure it stayed the right way up. Always point your map the same way you're going. Otherwise, you'll think left is right and right is left and end up hugging a mailbox. The friends marched forward, pretending they were brave explorers. They walked past the bakery, stopping only for 3 free cookie samples. Then they kept going straight up the hill toward Jellybean Avenue. At the giant statue of a tap-dancing turtle, they turned right. After a few minutes, they found the giggle tree, a huge oak tree with a carved, smiley face. When the wind blew, it sounded like it was laughing. First landmark found, shouted Luna, doing a victory dance. Onward to the upside-down fountain. Max checked the treasure map. Now, from the Giggle Tree, we need to turn around a full 180-degree turn and go back down Jellybean Avenue. Turn around like this? Luna asked, spinning like a ballerina and falling over. Sort of, Max giggled. Just face the way you came from, not dizzy dance your way into traffic. They marched back down the street, going the opposite direction. At the next corner, next to the post office shaped like a giant mailbox, Max gave the next command. Now we turn left onto Pickle Street, walk 2 blocks past the shoe store with inflatable sneakers on the roof. They followed carefully, left at Pickle Street, walked forward 2 blocks, past Bouncy's Shoe Emporium, with shoes so big you could live inside. At the second traffic light, Jay shouted, "Map says we should see a fountain." And there it was, but it sprayed water downwards into the ground. Someone had built the fountain upside down. They whooped and cheered. Upside-down fountain, check. Luna high-fived a pigeon by accident. Max consulted the map again. Now, from the fountain, we have to. First, face north, and the map had a compass rose that showed which way was north. Always important to know. Next, walk forward 1 block toward Cheeseburger Lane. Then turn right at the big purple fire hydrant. Go past 3 buildings, the Wiggletown Library, the pet salon where lizards got haircuts, and the Jellybean Museum. At the 4th building, the Wiggletown junkyard, we need to turn left into the gate. North? How do we know which way is north? Luna asked. Jay pulled out his phone. Easy, use a compass app. Or just remember, in the morning, the sun rises in the east. If it's early, east is where the sun is, so north is on your left. Max saluted. Science and snacks and best combo. They marched forward 1 block, turned right at the purple fire hydrant, which sprayed rainbow mist every 15 minutes, and walked past. The library smelled like dusty old cookies, the pet salon where a lizard in sunglasses waved at them, the Jellybean Museum, free samples, and they each took 7. At the 4th building, they turned left into the junkyard. Inside, behind a mountain of squeaky bikes, was a dusty, cobweb-covered ice cream truck. It had spooky music playing very, very loudly, like a ghost trying to play the recorder. Max tiptoed closer. The ice cream truck had a sign. Boo. Now with extra sprinkles. In the back of the truck, they found a glittering golden chest. Max opened it dramatically. Inside was the Golden Waffle Trophy and a coupon. 1 free breakfast every Saturday forever. They screamed so loud the clouds above them did a little dance. Max held up the map proudly as they munched on gigantic waffles at Wiggletown Cafe. We're professional explorers now, he declared. They reviewed what they learned. Maps are pictures that show places and help you explore. There are different kinds of maps, treasure maps, town maps, and donut maps, still their favorite. Maps use symbols, keys, and scales to explain everything clearly. People use maps to choose where to go, figure out how to get there, and not end up swimming in a duck pond accidentally. Maps show special places in our lives, our homes, our parks, our favorite pizza shops. They also learned important navigation tips. Go forward, keep walking straight, and turn left, turn your body 90 degrees to your left. Turn right, turn 90 degrees to your right. Turn around, spin 180 degrees, and walk the other way. Past, keep moving by a landmark without turning. Opposite, face the other way. Use a compass to know which way is north, east, south, and west. Maps are like magical puzzle pieces. They turn "Where am I?" into "I'm a genius explorer." Moral of the story. Always bring a map, always check which way you're facing, always stop for free samples, and never ever trust a map drawn by raccoons.